Alright, here we are in the newly air-conditioned motorhome, taking out the carpet. We got the new air conditioner there. I still got to clean around the roof seal because the ceiling air conditioning unit part of it was larger than this one. It had a big dust ring around it, so I got to get some carpet cleaner or something, try to get that off of there. But it's nice and cold. Has like a brand new smell to it. It takes a little while to get used to, so I'm running it for a while. But we're gonna go ahead and get started on the next project, which is taking out all this dingy brown carpet and prepare for the new stuff, which, as you may remember, our original thought was to put this stuff in. But we might be changing our mind. We might be looking, actually we are looking at a whitewash material. Same stuff. Floating floor just clicks together. And we might try that and see how that's going to go. In addition to that, after I remove all of this stuff and this laminate, we are going to come back to here, and right here where my foot is, we're considering cutting that off and replacing all the carpet in the back bedroom with some nice new plush carpet, but putting the whitewash material all the way up to here. Obviously, as you can see, that's going to be the most difficult part because of the cuts, but we'll see how it goes. My other thought is, and I probably won't do it, I'll probably stick with the whitewash going all the way through here, is in this bathroom we're going to put tile. So we've been looking at different types of tile. Right now we're looking at the mesh type of tile that comes on a mesh, and you just kind of cut around it and get it to fit, and then you lay down your adhesive and put it in there and then just grout around it. I will have to tear out all this carpet too, because we're going to tile that too. And in addition to that, I have a roof raiser, let's call it a poop raiser, that's going to raise that up about 3 inches so that the toilet seat sits a little bit higher than the average bear. Okay, so I need to get started on getting the rest of this carpet out, or at least get a good chunk of it out. I better take this off before somebody cuts themselves, so that'll be easy. I won't need it anyways if I put the flooring all the way in through here. I think by putting it, somebody had suggested that if I put it this way, you know, kind of like on a 45, it will look nice, but visually it won't look as large. So the thought is I'm just going to keep it parallel with the aisle here, and then that way it looks like it goes all the way back, and it's nice, and it'll look larger, cleaner looking, I think. Plus it'll be a lot easier to do. So, and then I got to take this out, so I'm getting down into that right now. That's the bird telling me get to work, giving me the bird. Alright, see you guys, bye. Alright, we got all the carpet out, but not all of it, because I still got some areas over here that I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do yet, so I just cut it straight across, as you can see. Well, I have my wife critiquing me on how it's supposed to be done, so, as you can see. One interesting thing I did find is, check this out. See this wood here and this stuff here? It's like there's 2 pieces of vinyl. Like somebody just vinyled over it. So I have to remove 2 pieces, I guess. Figure that out when I put the wood in there.
Oh, you are going to take it out?
Yeah. I got to move all this stuff. This is all going to come out first, so I can take that out. And then let me show you down here. That's what the seat looks like. Just bolt it in. And then you've got, let me open this up, your steps. which really wasn't too bad, taking all this stuff off.
No,
Had this
that was not bad
extra
wood.
piece of wood right here that they actually had screwed in there, and they screwed the carpet underneath it.
Did
And
they?
they did a pretty good job doing some angles here, so.
Oh, there's a little hummingbird.
Hummingbird.
You can videotape it.
Alrighty. So we'll catch you soon in the next round. Alright, here we are. The floor is clear, and my helper right there is waiting for the next thing to do. The tools are on their way. He's going to have a drill, a skill saw, a table saw. He knows how to function on all of it. He will be the one that's busy over here tearing up this floor.
Are you ready to go?
Ready to go? He's got all his fingers, right? Count his fingers, make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just wanted to give you a little update on where we're at. We went through all kinds of different swatches, as you can see over there. A lot of these different types of Pergo, Armstrong flooring. They all seem to be about the same. The warranty on them's a little different. Some of them are 5 years, some of them are 7, some of them are lifetime. Looks like the Pergo's got a long lifetime. The one we're picking is right here, and it's called a Maui Whitewash, 8mm flooring. Haven't ordered it yet. Took a while to get it. I got it at Home Depot. Took a while to get the swatches because Home Depot kept giving us, you know, like, oh yeah, we'll have these swatches in a couple of days, or we got 30 of them. Let's see if we can find them. Finally, I went to another Home Depot. So, but the problem is we didn't want to mix wood with wood. So if I take like this piece here where my foot is, and then I mix it with, you know, oak countertops, then I got way too much oak, right? You know? If I take this one, this maple, and put it on the floor, then I got maple and oak, and that looks kind of tacky. You know, it was kind of like two different types of wood. So that kind of threw out all of the different types of wood and left us with the texture types of stuff, which left kind of these. And the white, the one we picked. This one didn't do too bad, but it still had kind of a wood grain to it. So that kind of threw that one out. Then it came down to kind of these here, right? Here, let me throw one of these whitewash in here with it so you can kind of see. And first of all, this cork seemed kind of corky. So we took that out, right? This slate, it just didn't seem to be. It's like putting marble, I guess, in there. It just, aesthetically, it just didn't look like it would go well with the rest of the decor in the motorhome. And the thought is we wanted it to be kind of light and kind of beachy. Not that we go to the beach a lot, but we wanted it to be kind of somewhat clean and colorful looking, not dark. Speaking of dark, that kind of threw this piece out. So, kind of left us with these here. We didn't really like this because it kind of didn't blend in with the rest of the decor too well. We kind of thought, oh man, that's going to get too, when you get too busy with spots and stuff like that, it would get to be an issue. It kind of threw this one out too. This one was just, didn't match the walls, a little darker. Kind of came down to these two. So, the winner was the Maui Whitewash, and that's where we're at right now with that stuff. So now we're over here, and I'm still trying to take out some of this stuff that's in here. And I want to point out something. And I've already taken out some stuff in here that you wouldn't believe was in here. Over years of, you know, using this motorhome and stuff, I guess you don't realize some of the stuff you actually collect and, you know, stuff that's in here, right? This compliments of my wife. She wanted to make sure we had plenty of Magic Grow planes, trains, and cars. Dry erase markers, just in case we find a dry erase marker board someplace, you know. 50 silly songs. Don't ask me why. Dry touch sunblock. Gotta have that stuff. I don't even know what's in here. Let's find out. Oh, we had fun with this, believe it or not. Alright, here we are. Let's head back in here for a sec. Show you about where we're at. Got the kitchen table out. And we've been managing to get the vinyl out. And this was an interesting find. I just thought maybe this was just something back in the back was covered up with some carpet. But I was wrong. That's actually the inlet for all of your power, apparently. And your water and sewer and stuff. Probably just water, not sewer. But it comes in under there, so I'm going to end up, because you don't see this anyways, I'm just going to go right over the top here and down here, and then I'm just going to leave that alone, go right into the back. The desk, the bed itself, or the seat, has a cover that covers all that, so you don't see it from inside. So we still got some more to take up. I managed to get the base shoe off in one piece. Not sure if I'm going to use it or not. We'll find out. And other than that, we are getting there. Alright, here we are on the floor. What I wanted to point out was for some reason after I took all the laminate out, I only have a section here in the center that has like a glue and an adhesive on it. So, and I had two pieces of laminate over each other. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to smooth this all out so that I can have a nice level surface to deal with. I might run a sander on it. I'm not quite sure yet. When I run into these staples, I'm going to show you a little trick here. See this staple right there? This tool right here is just take a regular screwdriver and put a slot in it and throw it on the grinder to make it really sharp. And then just take that baby like that, twist, and you're done. You don't have to worry about it. So I had a lot of staples in here I got to take out. I still got some more. I've got some more back here that I got to get rid of. Take this laminate out, just cut it out, see what I got in there. This, I am guessing, because I haven't really checked into it yet, but there's a plastic tank underneath there. And my guess is this is my freshwater tank. And it's got a vent right here. And I'm guessing it's like in the event you get into really cold weather, it keeps it from freezing so you can let it go. I am not going to worry about that. I have decided, I took out the vent cover, that I am just going to go right over that baby. Because this is Southern California. And if anything, it's more the heat you got to worry about than the cold. So that's the plan anyways. I got to get in here and take the rest of this stuff out. I ordered the whitewash board, which is this stuff here. 7 boxes, about 140 something square feet. 11 and a half inches wide, 42 inches in length. And it's going to take about 7 days before it gets here. So I ordered it at Home Depot. I bought this molding. Actually, I didn't buy this molding because I work for a cabinet manufacturer and we had some molding they were going to throw away. I ended up getting this molding for free. So the plan is I'm going to take this, once I put this in here, this is a base shoe. Once I get this all linked together, and then I'm going to go get a pin nailer from Harbor Freight for like 25 bucks, and I'm just going to put a pin nailer on it. And then it'll be all ready for my big bad boy dog right there, low key. I got a neighbor coming up, so I better go. Bye. Alright, here we are. We're not all the way through, but we're close. We're getting there. I decided to start off at that wall instead of this wall because everything kind of matches up a little better. So, what she looks like. Let's see, some of the issues I ran into. Not too bad, actually. The only thing is, I mean, I've got the holes, the bolts, the lag bolts for all of the furniture. That was kind of a little bit of an issue because they're like a 3/8 bolt, and I drilled a 1/2 inch hole. And I thought, well, that should be large enough. But I think it'll work fine. I did use the spacers. Went all along that edge, so I got to lay out some more of this foundation here. I got 2 rolls of this stuff, and that's what, a couple hundred feet I think it is. I think I figured 140 square feet, but the way it looks, I might have some extra. I might have to just continue on over there. Anyway, we'll get back with you. This is where we're at. Here we are. It is October 19th, and I'm going to start doing some more difficult cuts. I've got it all the way out to the side there, which I think this stuff here will be fairly easy all the way back. I just did a difficult cut. I did a little I love my wife type of thing here so that she'll know. And then I'm not going to tell her because otherwise she'll be in here writing all kinds of disgusting stuff. So here we are. See what we do by the end of the day. Bye. Alright, here we are on weekend 2. And we're going to try to get started on this again. Start off with, I got some base molding. And I said, you know what? I didn't like it. It was too white. Even though you're really not going to see it, it's going to be behind the couch. I said, you know what? I'm going to order the right stuff. So, being that I work for a cabinet shop, I could get this base molding, which is called 76W, and I'm going to put it in there, and it's going to match up a little better as far as around the edges there. So, and the Home Depot version of that stuff, $22 a stick. Donnie's version of it, $17 for 2 pieces, so couldn't go wrong there. The transition molding went in pretty good. It's holding up really well. I'm pretty happy with that. Transitioned right into the carpet. For right now, I just put this thing back in temporarily, but I plan on putting a nice solid wood oak top on that thing right there, just like this one here. Everything's holding up pretty good. I decided to go a little further. So we got this mosaic marble, which should match up really well with the flooring, and it's going to go in the bathroom. So let's just lay it down here, and I'll kind of show you what it's going to look like. It's going to be all together. So that mosaic is going to go on the floor and up over the doghouse thing for the toilet. Toilet was a pain in el asshole to get it off because the bolts are in. The front bolt was easy, the back bolt, pain in the butt because you got to reach way behind the seat. But I have a really cool toy that I'm going to put in. It's called a toilet riser because our toilet's not that high. So this raises it a couple of inches. So by the time the mosaic's on there and the toilet riser's on there, it's going to come out pretty good. Toilet riser overrides this a little bit, but I'm going to build this out before we tile it just a little bit. Right now, I'm trying to finish up the whitewash, the Pergo, as it transitions into the bathroom. I took out the rest of the carpet all the way back to the bedroom. So we're attempting to do that today, is try to get all this rest of this wood in there. Neighbor of mine is a tile setter and gave me this black paper here. He says it works out really well for measuring your tiles, so you're not kind of measuring and doing your rips and cuts and stuff like that. So I'm going to try that, see how that works. Looks like it's going to work pretty good. I just cut it out to the size I want it, and then just put it right back on top of the piece that I'm going to cut, and then away we go. So we'll see how that works out. Other than that, Everything's going pretty good. I just put the carpet down just to kind of keep the traffic down a little bit. I love the mosaic marble though. It's going to look great in the bathroom once I'm done. Okay, when we get a little more, we'll give you another update. Alright, we are in the bathroom. We have got this tile. You're not going to see a lot of the flooring yet till we do a final thing, but we've got this mosaic marble that we're going to put in. And I put the furniture back in, as you can see. So here we are, the laminate and the wood. What we did is actually put some lizard skin on there, soaked it down a little bit with water on the wood part prior to putting it on so it sticks really good, and then went crazy with the lizard skin. And then this weekend we're going to start putting tile down. Actually, we're going to put the backer board in first, the hardy board stuff, and then tile. Alright, so that's about it. We'll give you a tour when we're done. Alright, let's try this again. Here we go. We still got corners to make. We put in some molding down there on the bottom. Floor's done. We did the back. Back there, I just went over it. Here's the tile we're putting in. I'm not putting it in. My neighbor across the street, who's a tile setter, all I had to do is buy him these 2 bottles of Kentucky, whatever this stuff is. Make me sick, I know that. So here we are. He's prepping it right now. Actually, I put this lizard skin stuff on there the other day so it dries. I guess the stuff sticks really good to it. What he does, he takes the hardy backer and makes a template. Actually makes the template and cuts it out of the hardy backer, and then he uses that to prep everything, all the pieces outside, then brings it in, boom boom boom. So here we are. Oh, I put that piece in the molding. I still got a piece under here. It's going to be a little bit tougher. We need our grill, and that's about it. Alright, here we are. We're in the bathroom. All the hardy backer is in. And now we took some more of this paper, cut out the template, laid out the mosaic actually on the floor in the garage. And we're going to take this paper that we cut a template out of, lay it over the mosaic. And that's how we're going to cut our tile. I'm going to have to extend our toilet water inlet there a little bit, but we're getting there. And then I'll come in here and clean, and I'll be done. And here we are on the floor. What you do is you lay the tile down just like it's going to be and connect it all together, put the template over it, and then put your lines in, and then cut it out. Sweet, huh? Alright, we're almost done. We've got a little bit of molding to put in. Made room for the dog bed already. I've got to clamp down the couch a little bit. I still got a couple bolts missing out of it. The transition piece went well. Carpet needs to be cleaned already though. Dog has his spot. I'm going to try to keep him off the bed and off the couch. The steps came out great. Just kind of continued everything on, and I used this aluminum corner molding, step molding for that. I've got molding here where my feet are. I got to make some corners still, so that's kind of where I'm at on that one. I haven't done that yet. The transitional piece to the marble flooring mosaic bathroom here came out well. Right here, it's actually solid. I was really surprised that came out. Toilet came out fine. We put a riser on it, raise it up 3 inches. Got from Camper's World. You go all the way around it. We got this new fancy rinse off thing here that I put on there. So the bathroom came out good. Still have some moldings to put down here around a lot of this aluminum. I got this base molding from work, which is actually about the same color. So we got to get to doing that. Other than that, everything came out fine. We got the mirror. Shower, I still got to put some of that corner molding, the FRP corner molding in there. Bedroom stayed the same. Just has carpet still and the teddy bear that's never going to go away. We've got the TV in here, the new TV, but I haven't installed everything. The plan is that this here is going to go right there, and it's going to hide all of that stuff like the front. And the front worked out perfect. Let's see, we took away the vent that was underneath the seat here that was cooling off, or heating up, I should say, the gray tank, so it didn't overflow. We're starting to pack now for Akatia Wells. See, the TV up in front came out good with the sign up there that covered up all of the holes and stuff. So there we are. We're done. We replaced this wood shelf. Got away from the particle board. I replaced the other wood shelves on both sides here, so that was all covered up. And that's it. We'll leave you with a nice little view of it. Came out really good. I love it.